There we go. Now the stream has got our voices. In fact, that probably something was going to happen like that. So now here we are. So
Heathen.
welcome to another episode of the Front Row Ruckus podcast. My name is Tim, and we're going to be talking all good things tonight. You missed my great opening line. Not going to repeat it. Not happening. But of
Holy
course,
cannoli.
yeah, holy cannoli. We're talking Obi-Wan Kenobi. And so
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
with me is my good pal and co-host, cohort, man of the hour, man about town, good old Leon. Leon, how you been doing there, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great. I don't know about man of the hour, but yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
is that is that gonna be tonight's background?
I don't know what you're talking about, but everything is fine.
I love it. I love it. I love it. No, man, this has been a pretty good, exciting kind of week, really. I mean, if you think about it, we've got some more shows, some more videos coming down the pike with some gameplay and things like that. Um, I think if you want to check, if you can, just see how everything's looking on the stream. I know I hate to ask you that,
Oh,
because this
that's actually what
thing
I
is
was.
giving me things saying I'm getting skip frames and all that other kind of good stuff. So I don't know what's going on with it tonight. Could be I don't know what, but anyway, we got
It's
some.
looking good.
All
It's
right,
looking
cool,
good.
cool, 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 cool. We got some videos coming down the pike. Of course, we got some gameplay stuff coming.
Yes.
That we're trying to get out in a timely fashion. So we're gonna start doing like big recording chunks and then releasing things here and there and whatnot. Dude, I've got to burp something fierce and it's not coming. It is not coming out at all. So it's like trying to get
Exercise.
stuck like right there in the throat, and I'm like, "Ugh, ugh."
Breathe,
It's just,
breathe.
yeah, yeah. It's just not. I'm even drinking fuzzy drinks, and
Mm,
this is not, it's
fuzzy
not happening.
drinks.
Have you ever had that happen?
Oh
That
yeah,
kind of crap.
absolutely.
Oh my god, it's so annoying, dude. It's like,
It is.
you just want to punch yourself in the throat to make it happen, but it's just not happening.
Get out of here. Get out of my throat, Charles.
Yeah, this is just not good, bro. I just realized that my bed's not made back here over
Hey, that just
here.
means you sleep in it.
I can't point the way this thing's there. There we
Tim,
go.
you should know where your bed is.
Oh man, it's been a good week. I've been sleep deprived a lot, so I mean, it is what it is. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about good old Obi-Wan Shlanobi
All
Kenobi.
right. So
Take it away.
we haven't seen the third episode yet.
No, we haven't. It dropped today.
It dropped today. I have been at work and fishing and feeding my animals some salmon
Same,
because
except
there's
for the fishing and the feeding of the animals. Unless you count
because
me
there's
as the animal.
you are the biggest animal. Um, in a good way. In a good way. Anyways, yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I
Give me
love
the
it.
rundown. Give me the rundown. Yeah, give
I
me your
love it.
scoops.
I love it. It's so this is my view. Episode 1 and 2. I don't know how 3 goes. Could change everything. But I like how it's going. It's telling a story that we all kind of knew. We're like, okay, well, Obi-Wan is in exile right now, and you would imagine it wouldn't be very exciting for someone to be, in exile.
Oh, it happened.
There it is.
Sorry, the burp happened.
Um,
Oh, my excuse me. Sorry. Ooh, go ahead.
um, but yeah, so it's just you know what he's kind of doing? He's watching over Luke in this time period, he's trying to lay low. And for the most part, it looks like that's what he's been doing. You can really see the pain in him after the events of episode 3. Star Wars episode 3, not Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3. Um, just living the same repetitive life every single day, you know?
Yeah, you really
Like
do see that.
from just the word like how he says things and just his facial expressions. Um, he wants to he's lost all energy and he's not the charismatic person that we used to know.
Yeah, I was kind of picking up on that. Not only that though, I mean, for me, with how the first of these things worked, was like it seemed like so the first episode was giving us our establishments, right? It was reintroduced. I loved the beginning. It was all like, "Do you want to skip recap on Disney Plus?" And I was like, "What recap?" And it was just, "Hey, we're telling you parts 1, 2, and 3 from the movies. We're giving
Yeah,
you the snippets. We're giving you the recap so you understand what
what you need to
happened,
know.
what you need to know." And that was awesome. I liked that.
They did a good job.
They did a really good job on that. And it was cool to see it just being like, okay, well, here we go. We're gonna have the recap. Here it is. We're establishing again for those also who don't probably know who Obi-Wan is. Um, we're establishing Obi-Wan. We're also going to establish Uncle Owen as a dick. Because he was a dick. I'm
He has
sorry.
every reason to be.
He
He
does.
has
He does.
every reason to be.
He does. He had a kid dropped on his doorstep, being hunted by. Well, the Jedi are being hunted, of course, because you get to see the Order 66. Even more so, kinda. Um, so I mean, yeah. So I mean, the character wise, pretty good. What do you think about all these different characters?
All of them, they're really good. I mean, like you're talking about Owen, he has every right to be upset because basically his brother, it would have been his brother-in-law, Anakin, brother-in-law, stepbrother, something like that.
I don't think that they had anything to do with the Skywalker family.
Well,
Oh, his mom probably.
they his mom got sold to
Oh, okay, okay. So that's why. So they
his
would actually be
dad or whatever.
legitimate.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I hate saying sold, but basically that's what happened.
Yeah,
So
I kind of
that's
put the
why
prequels
they're
out of my head, bro.
Luke's. We just got done watching them. We
Oh,
watched all
okay.
of them. So,
All right.
um, so yeah, they're Luke's aunt and uncle. You see what happens to them in the original Star Wars. They turn into Uncle
Skeletons,
Kebabs,
Uncle Kebabs, Uncle and Aunt Kebabs.
Uncle and Aunt Kebabs. So he's dead. Yeah. Um, see, we got new bad guys. We got Riva. Was it the third sister?
The third sister.
And then the
So
fifth brother,
mhm.
who was played by Sung Kang, and then the Grand Inquisitor.
So let's
Um,
talk a minute here about some of these characters. I'm glad you brought it up first. Right now, I do not like Riva. I do not like the third sister at all. Um, I don't. I've seen some comments online saying like, "Oh, you hate her. Cool, you're supposed to." So she's playing it right. You can't use that excuse for everybody. You just can't. She's to me as of right now, she is too I want to say like cartoon villainy. She's
right now, yeah, kind of one dimensional,
very much so.
just
Very much
pure
so.
anger.
And it's over the top. It's over the top.
Yeah. I
And
hope they
it's
explain why.
she's one of the kids that got away at the beginning of Order 66. That's
Yeah.
that's who she is. She's one of the ones that saw the Jedi die, and she's like, "What should we do?" And they're like, "We run." So they run. It's gonna be revealed that that was her. So that's why she's got a big boner
Yeah,
for
it's
Obi-Wan and like
definitely what
going
they were
after,
implying.
and then they were like, she's like, "Well, what do you want? What are you gonna gain from getting Obi-Wan?" for Vader. She's like, "What was taken from me," which is such a stupid line, but they always use it. And so we know that's who she is. So I don't. They should just third episode. Hopefully they're just like, yeah, that's who she was. She's a youngling from the temple. So that way we
She'll
can just get that fucking
probably
story done with and get it
she'll
out the window.
probably get she'll probably get, like, murdered by Darth Vader.
You know,
Probably.
I would do that. Not because I don't like her, but because we need more of a establishment of showing that Vader is ruthless. We haven't really gotten to see ruthless Vader. I mean, I guess kind of at the ending of Rogue One, you kind of got to see him whenever he
Mhm.
came through and just wrecking shop on everybody. That shows physical attributes of Vader that we know that he can take on these people and he can whoop ass, but we haven't actually seen
Oh, he can drop a big
ruthless.
can of whoop
Right.
ass.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ruthless Vader, which is what he's supposed to be. So hopefully we get to see that. Um, but yeah, no, I don't as of right now, I don't like her. Hopefully with episode 3, it changes around and we get a better character development. Because like you said, it's one dimension to me, she's over the top cartoony, evil. Um, like I'm expecting like Roger Rabbit, his like her eyes are turned into daggers and just like Judge Doom on freaking Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Who framed
Okay,
Roger Rabbit?
one character I do like
Give it to me.
is, that fake Jedi. His name is Haja, Kumail Nanjiani, I think.
Yeah, yeah, mhm.
He was I loved his character. He's a scam artist.
He is okay, he is a more comedic Han Solo, right? He's a con artist. Han
Mhm.
Solo was a smuggler. Both of them had hearts of gold. They actually had hearts of gold. They look, on the outside like they're schemy and whatever, but they actually do care. So he was like, "I'm fooling everybody, but the family got out. Okay, I actually did my job for money, but I didn't scam them. Like I actually got them out." So,
Right.
you know, he's been coming along. He's been coming along. Well, he was in Eternals.
Yeah.
He's in this.
He was one of my favorite characters in Eternals, even though I didn't really care for the movie
Yeah.
Eternals. Um, he was him and, was it Gilgamesh?
Mhm, mhm.
Were my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sucked that
Um,
they get killed off Gilgamesh in that movie.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
yeah. Anyway,
it's
that's
weird it's weird to see him in that, in, like, going to Eternals and Star Wars. Whenever I first saw him, like, I don't really think I knew who he was. I don't really know of anything else he was in. But I did see him my first kinda interaction with him was in Harmon Quest, the little thing that was Dan Harmon who did Community and he with, Rick and Morty and stuff like that.
okay.
He had, a group of friends and then one rotating, person to come in to play, Pathfinder, and they did it live in front of people. This was just like D&D, and then they took the stuff and then they animated certain sections, so it was kinda like watching a cartoon of their adventures. It was called Harmon Quest,
Oh, okay, I see
and
it, yeah.
he was a character in Harmon Quest, and he was like I forget what kinda character he was, like a goblin or something like that, that was giving out hand jobs to people.
Eddie Lazard.
Yes, he was like he was
Eddie
like he would give
Lazard.
out hand jobs to people and stuff like that, and so that's how I first and I'm like, it's weird to see him go from that and then land into the Marvel world, and then now he's in the Star Wars world, like, that's cool, that's really cool. I did like him, I did like him. I did like
Yeah,
yeah.
I I hope we see more of him. I do. Even though we might not, but
Mhm.
'cause it looked like their business was done on that planet, so
Right, so that he came in episode 2. So with episode let's wrap up episode 1, right? So episode 1, we kinda see we got Broken Obi. We have a Jedi who actually is on the run, who ended up on Tatooine. And that's what the Sith Inquisitors came to the planet for, was looking for that guy. But at the same time, I think Riva kind of guessed that Obi-Wan was also on Tatooine, I guess. I didn't get too much of
right.
that. And he goes to Obi-Wan and he's all like, "Hey, I need your help," and he's just all like, I'm not who you say I am." Like, that's,
Right.
go bury your
I don't know.
lightsaber in the
I don't know who
desert."
you're talking about.
Right. He was like, "Go bury your lightsaber in the desert. Forget about me. Forget about the Force. Forget about all that. We're done. It's over." To really just show that that's what he had to do. He had to bury, bury his past to move on. So seeing that was cool. Um, Seeing him reach out for Obi-Wan but not get an answer was also a big thing for me.
Or Qui-Gon,
For yeah, sorry, for Qui-Gon. For
yeah,
Qui-Gon, sorry. To reach out for
which
him.
I think he will get a hold of him.
So that's my thing, right? So
He has
episode
to. There is no way. You cannot
I look,
tease.
no, look, I understand. I want it to happen
Cannot
too.
tease him and
I
not
want it to
bring him
happen
back.
too. I want it to happen. But here's the thing, and this is what I think was awesome. I don't know if you noticed it or not. So the second episode was basically fucking Taken, Star Wars style. It was basically Taken. Okay,
Yes.
Leia as a child gets taken. Freaking Organa, what's his name? The
Gets taken by Flea.
yeah, King Organa. Yeah, he's all like, "Listen, I need a man who's got a particular set of skills, and you're that man." And he's just all like, I'm not who you think I was, I'm not the same guy. And, he had a moving speech, what is his name in the show?
Bail Organa.
Bail Organa. I was thinking it was Bail Organa, but I could not
Uh,
I was like, I didn't wanna see myself like a fool, but I did say Obi-Wan was reaching out to Obi-Wan, so, you
well,
know.
sometimes you just gotta reach out to yourself to get the
Yeah,
answers.
but him being like he's all like, "I have duty to the boy," and he's just all like, "Well, what about," he's like,
The
"and the
the
girl?"
boy.
Like, you have a responsibility to the girl also, like, they're no different from each other,
Hmm.
and I really liked that. I was just like, "Look, dude, you can't one's not
Can't
just
be one
okay."
and not the other.
Exactly, you gotta be full ass, not half ass, full ass.
You never
Um,
go half-ass.
but whenever he was, chasing, Leia, who was kidnapped, and she started falling off the building, how much harder it was for him to catch
Yeah,
her.
he absolutely, like, disconnected himself from the Force.
I think that's what happened. I think he disconnected himself from the Force. That's why, or maybe it happened to him, he didn't really realize that that's what happened, so when he tried to reach out to Qui-Gon and there was no answer, because of course, if Obi-Wan was still in touch, Qui-Gon would've boom, we would've been there, you know?
Mhm.
But because of that, I was like, "Oh, dude, he lost connection. He lost
Yeah,
connection."
he wasn't able to,
Yeah,
but I
dude,
think
that
he'll be
was
able to now because
I
he
think so. I think it's gonna be a
yeah,
comeback story, like, we're gonna see him starting to get back into the Obi-Wan groove and start moving. I will say we
because
haven't seen season episode 3 yet, so
when you see him in, the original Star Wars movie,
mhm,
episode 4, like, old Ben,
he's still he's still with it.
he's not mopey or anything, you know?
Mm-mm.
He's confident in where he's at in life and what he's doing, even though he's not really doing much of anything. But he's not upset. Like, he's come to peace with life,
Right,
you know?
right.
So,
So hopefully we'll see like that progression of what he's gotten to be at that point when we see him in episode 4. Like, it's just got to be.
we have to.
I mean, I like it though. I mean, I haven't seen a Star Wars show come out that I haven't liked, and this is only the 3rd one. So,
Mm,
Mandalorian rocked, Boba Fett rocked. This one so far is awesome. There's some coming down the pike I don't think need to happen. Sorry, I just don't think they need to happen. Um,
yeah,
the coming of age story that they have coming out. Um, forget which one it is. But then you have the Rogue One leader one, Indo Cassian, right? Who's
I
got
wanna
this
see
thing
that.
coming out. You want to see that? I don't think it needs to be
I do.
made. I don't
It
want
doesn't
us.
need to be made. I don't think so at all either. Because I mean, you get his life story basically. You don't need to know everything about him. I mean,
You see
he
his life
said
story and the
already,
ending of his life.
he was like in Rogue One, he said, you know, I've been in it. I've been in like suddenly the rebellion is real for you. I've been in it since I could remember. It's like that's all you need to know. He's lived a hard life. We don't need to see everything. But hey, cool.
No. We didn't need a Solo movie either,
We did not. But
and
it
we
had
got it
Childish
anyway.
Gambino. It had Childish Gambino as Lando Calrissian. So
And elevator music is played and doesn't make it right, you know? Just because it's there doesn't mean it's right. It just yeah, like and I haven't even seen Solo. I haven't even
it's
seen
not
Solo.
bad. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, but I
It
feel
definitely
like
didn't need to get made. It did not need to get made.
they wasted here's what I know about it. They wasted the biggest comeback on that movie. This Obi-Wan show is a key thing to bring back Darth Maul. It would have been absolutely perfect to
Mm,
for us to see another live action Darth Maul come through. Granted, he is in the Clone Wars TV show, you
right.
know,
And
but
he's also in the Rebels
he's in
show.
Rebels. Yeah, it continues through the Rebels.
Mhm.
So, but I feel like if they were going to bring him back, they could have done it in that standpoint. Seeing him come back in that would have been awesome. But I understand
I don't think
because
he
they did
needs
it in Clone Wars, but they
he
already
doesn't
did
need
it
to
in
come
Clone
back
Wars, and this is
in
this
here.
is and Clone Wars has already happened at this point, so he would have already had his run in with Darth Maul already. If we're going by that, if the cartoons are still valid in this
No,
time
no, no,
frame,
no. Because Darth Maul gets killed again in Rebels
right? Which is after the Clone Wars show,
after the Clone Wars show, also
and
after
Darth
this
Vader
move
is.
or after this timeline. After Obi-Wan show is Rebels.
See, I didn't finish Rebels. I didn't finish Rebels at all. So I don't know
Oh yeah.
exactly where in the timeline that takes place. I know the things that happen. I just don't know the time
Mhm.
frame of what takes place. I wish David was in on this call. If David was in on this call, he'd probably he probably could set
He'd
it
be
straight.
he'd pull out a pen.
Yeah, look, here's what it is. I just feel like they could
But
have used that though. If he was
Darth
still alive in
Maul
this time,
he's alive right now.
see,
As
see,
the Obi-Wan show is going on, he's alive, but he's doing his other stuff.
he's doing his other stuff against Ezra
Mhm.
and the rebels.
Uh, he is doing his criminal power, his criminal underworld thing. Because this movie takes place around the same time that the Han Solo movie does.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
like a year, I think a couple, like no more than 5 years before or after.
Hmm. That's a lot of that's a lot of time. Like that's a lot of stuff to keep keep count of, man. Like that's pretty hectic.
Um,
I like I said,
so
I just feel like it would have been cool though to see him come back in the live action form. That wasn't in the solo movie. But if what he does in the solo movie, because I know the solo movie doesn't it have to do with like gangster stuff too. So if the solo movie uses him in that same capacity that Rebels was, if he was
Solo's
trying to build it.
it's kind of like a heist movie, kind of.
Okay. So then Darth Maul would have had been running his underground operations, his gangsta stuff.
Mhm.
So then I guess that makes sense to put it in like that. Not ever seeing the movie and not finishing Rebels. See, I'm out of touch on what that is. So that's that's new to me. So
So Obi-Wan is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith,
correct. Yeah.
and so that makes it 10 years before episode 4, right? Yeah. So it's about 3 years plus or minus that they're with falling between each other.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So he's doing his thing, Obi-Wan's doing his thing,
Yeah.
but I don't think this needs to be about Darth Maul at all.
No, I'm just saying if they would have brought
Yeah.
one back, they could have brought that back. I'm pretty sure because we got to see I'm pretty sure it was Hayden Christensen in the back tank at the end of episode
It's
2.
gonna be so funny. It's like it's nothing but Darth Maul.
Oh, I mean,
now.
that'd
Like
be
from
hilarious.
episode 3, like Darth Maul is just like the main character now.
I mean, that'd be awesome. I'd be down for it.
Um,
No,
but
but,
yes, I
like,
am looking forward
was
to
that Hayden Christensen in the back to tank at the end?
I I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause you said Darth Vader or Anakin he says Anakin, and then
Right.
Hayden Christensen, like, wakes up.
Yeah, opens his eyes and stuff. So, I'm guessing just the big bad guy of this season of the show is gonna be Vader, I guess. We're just getting the old
I
conflict
imagine.
back
It
together again.
has to be. This yeah, it can't be anybody else, but who
So,
knows?
also,
Episode 3, yeah. What's up?
what's the other thing that's Star Wars, related? I'll pull up here real quick. You can talk about the other one if you'd like.
So, we are talking about, um so there's a Star Wars Celebration just happened.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. There's, some more shows being announced.
Yes, take us through them. Take us
Um,
through them.
so I got a couple here. Did you watch Star Wars Visions?
I did not, but I wanted to, but I did
Okay,
not watch it.
it's cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know they had, like, Japanese Jedi and, like, it was all,
Yeah, like
like, super awesome.
each episode is basically different art director, whatever. They're announced a season 2,
Ooh, okay,
volume
okay.
2. Yes. Coming start streaming in the spring of next year. So about a
Mm,
year out.
okay.
Another one that I'm looking forward to is Tales of the Jedi, which is coming this fall. Um, it explore the prequel era Jedi, a backstory such as Count Dooku before he became a bad guy.
Was he
Qui
ever
Gon
actually
Jinn.
really bad?
He really wasn't. He just,
He wasn't full Sith.
well, I mean, he was kind of bad. He did kind of,
Yeah, but he wasn't real bad because like, all Sith have got that weird fucked up eye thing, and Dooku never did.
well, because it's Christopher Lee.
I know, I know, but, like, he never had it. Anyway, go on, keep going. I'm going, like, tinfoil hat territory with that kinda stuff.
um, so Count Dooku, Qui Gon Jinn when he was younger, and Ahsoka. So it'll show them when they were all younger, which would be pretty cool. I'm down for it. I
Okay.
love anything and everything Star Wars. So
So, one of the things that I really liked that had came out of everything, is this announcement trailer, right here. Now, I don't know if you ever played Star Wars: The Fallen Order before.
I did a little bit.
It is an awesome game. The sequel got announced, and it looks awesome. This is, of course, what I'm showing right now is just a not actual gameplay, but it is just what it is, just a teaser, just to give us just a wetter beak a little bit, and just the simple fact that it's actually coming out. So I think it's going to be pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
And
and there's a rumor that the main character will appear in the Obi-Wan show because it's
right,
around the
they
same
have
time
been
frame. Also,
right, they have been
yep.
saying that. So we see another like Sith Inquisitor and stuff like that there too. So it's just I don't know. Like then there's speculations on who this is and this back to tank and I mean the rumor mills are freaking high for this one. you know, you see the guy that he fights against in that hood, you know, and he looks like Revan, but it's not Revan. But
Right.
but it's all like, oh my god, the Jedi Survivor. So
Better
it's
Survivor.
obviously it's obviously a Jedi that survived the Order 66 just like he did. So
Mhm.
we're gonna see where that's gonna go with. So I think that's gonna be pretty pretty amazing. So
I I played the first one, but it wasn't too much for me. But I did like the story,
it's Dark
gameplay wise.
Soulsy.
Yeah, gameplay wise, it wasn't really my cup of Jawa juice. Um, So another kind of Star Wars thing, I guess we kind of got half of this show
We're
dedicated to Star
Star Wars
Wars.
podcast now, boy. Deal with
Um,
it.
Something that you brought up, if you want to talk about, is this Final Fantasy 10
Yeah,
thing.
right.
Let's hear about this. Let's hear about this.
So there is a you'll have to get the name of the writer for me, but it's a writer that wrote a Star Wars book, and apparently he was a big fan of Final Fantasy X, which I mean, let's not deny a lot of us were. And but the most part that we hated the most, I don't know about you, but for me, I hated Blitzball. I think it was the stupidest thing to have to play it. It was an underwater soccer, basically, and I thought it just was not good. The fact that
It's the
it
best part of
forced
the game.
you
Best part of the game.
it
Best part of the
forced
game.
you to play it, man, and I don't like it when things force me to play things. I don't like it.
One game. It forced you to play one game, and it was only like not even the whole game.
If you lose, you had to do it over again. Like, you had to
No,
you
you
like,
don't. You don't have
listen,
to.
I love 8, okay, and it forced you
Alright.
to play the card game in 8 too, okay, and I love 8.
But the card game in 8's good.
You'd play The Witcher just for Gwent, wouldn't you?
I've never played The Witcher, so
Well, now
I don't
you
know
are
who
because 'cause it's got a
I don't
card
know
game
who
for you,
I
waiting
don't
for
know
you.
who is Gwent? Gwent?
It's a card game that they play in The Witcher.
The
Anyway
Witcher card okay.
Anyway, this guy was writing a Star Wars book, and he decided to put Blitzball in the Star Wars universe, therefore making Blitzball now Star Wars canon. And I read that
Mike Chen.
Mike Chid. I think he said it was like I think it was like a throwaway line saying like they walked past something with a sport that's played underwater or something like that is the line, and it totally is just it's Blitzball, and he even comes out and says, "Yeah, I love Final Fantasy X, I love Blitzball, and I wanted to put it in the book," and he did, and it got away with it. So now
Talk about fan fiction.
Blitzball's canon in the Star Wars universe. So maybe we'll see
As it should be.
Obi-Wan do some Blitzball. See it being played in
How
the background. They go to like
so
Coruscant or something like
uncivilized
that. It's being played in the background. I'd piss my pants and cry. Yeah, that's how mad I'd be.
at the same time.
Well, yeah. How else you gonna do it?
Well, I think that's kind of what we got for Star Wars stuff. That
Yeah,
took up, good portion of our day today. There was a lot going on. So,
there's even a whole lot more that have come out of
oh yeah.
Celebration that I mean, that we didn't even talk about. I mean, Harrison Ford also talked about being in the new Indiana Jones movie.
Mhm.
I mean, some
Featuring Mads Mikkelsen as well.
theme. So there's just also speaking Mad Mickelson, the Secrets of Dumbledore is out streaming now on HBO Max, I
Al
think.
already.
Yep, it's already out streaming. So
Huh.
there you go. You get to see him take over Johnny Depp's spot, which also breaking today, Johnny Depp won. So awesome. Um,
Bless.
that's yeah, bless up on that. So
Drink a mega pint for him.
yeah, so I mean, a lot of information has come out. I mean, we just pick and choose because we don't have time for everything, but we can't waste 30 plus minutes on Obi-Wan Kenobi because it's our show.
I mean,
We can do
it's
that.
Obi-Wan. It's Obi-Wan.
What else you got for me? What else you got?
Alright. Predator. The new Predator movie. Are you a fan of
Prey.
Predator?
I'm a fan of Predator. I'm not a fan of what they're doing to Predator.
Well, Predator dies in every single movie that he's in. That's
AVP Requiem.
pretty
I
much
don't
what it
know.
is.
Did he die in AVP Requiem?
Every single one.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
always the humans.
Yeah, the humans that live.
AVP Requiem. So in AVP Requiem, how does that work? What was in that one?
AVPR is the one that had the Predalien that came to Earth
Okay, because
and
at
was
the
doing all the stuff.
right, because at the end of the first one, the rookie Predator gets face hugged,
Correct. Yes. And
and
then
then it bursts at the very end
yep,
of the first one, and then the second one, yeah,
Correctamundo.
yeah, that movie sucked.
Yeah, oh no, AVP 1 sucked. AVPR was to give us a apology um for it. But yeah, so what about Prey? What's going on?
So Prey, it looks, I think it looks pretty cool. can't wait to see how the predator is gonna die to some primitive people. Um,
Well, I think they're gonna put it as this lady Native American is going
mhm.
to probably join because there have been people that have shown enough chutzpah, so to speak, for them to that's a big deal right there. It's going to Hulu. It's not going to theaters, it's going to Hulu.
Yes,
Um,
yes, absolutely.
that's a big thing.
Um,
But there have been
so
humans that the predators have been like, "Hey, you kick ass, join us." Um,
join me.
and I forget what the name of the actual predator tribes. It starts with a Y. Um,
The Yelp or something like that.
Yoja, something like that. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
So
"Yeah, come on into the fold and let's do it."
so here it says it's the origin story of the predator in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago.
I mean, I'm
Naru,
mhm.
a skilled female warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. Directed by Dan Trottenberg,
Yep,
um,
in Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield Lane,
It's a
The
fantastic movie.
Boys. Have you watched The Boys?
I love The Boys. I'm waiting for season 3 to come out now. I love The Boys.
He's the director of that. Black Mirror.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got a
Um,
good pedigree on
I like
action
him. I
and
like him.
Black Mirror was a lot of like creepy on like sci-fi like Twilight Zone stuff. So
I'm about it. I'm about
yeah,
it.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it comes out,
August 5th. That's what it looks like.
August
August
5th.
5th.
Pretty
So about
soon.
2 months. 3 months away. If we're just now
Yeah.
starting June, yeah, June, July. Oh yeah, August. Yeah. It's about 3 months. I
So,
mean,
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
yeah, I think it's gonna be cool that it's gonna be on Hulu, because I have Hulu, so it'll be great so I can, if I wanna take a break from it, I can. I
Mhm.
really bought into the, home streaming theater at home stuff, so,
Mm.
um, I'm all in for that, so, yeah, I hope it'll be pretty good. I
I
hope.
think
I mean, there have been a lot of good movies that have had to do with, like, Comanche Indians and things like that, and I mean, they're freaking awesome. I mean, they need to have more kinda stuff like that, so
I like it.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully yeah. Also kind of on the same kind of genre, horror,
Mhm.
monster movies, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I don't even know what to say about this.
So let's talk about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Um,
Right? Let's talk about this. This film is going to absolutely knock your socks off.
it's gonna yeah,
I mean, so the so Winnie the Pooh hit public domain. The original, the OG Winnie the Pooh. So this is before we got, Christopher Robin and the Thousand Acre Woods and stuff like that.
mhm.
This is original Winnie the Pooh where he wore flannel and stuff like that. Winnie the Pooh and Piglet were the only two that were there. So,
Look at
uh,
this. This is
yeah, so they're the only ones that kind of hit public domain. That's why in this movie you're only going to see Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. But it's kind of like the story synopsis of it is, and I hope this is the right trailer for it. There's a lot of things. Is that Christopher Robin kind of abandoned them, and so they had to be left to fend for themselves and fending for themselves, they I guess this they killed and ate Eeyore. That's in the synopsis of it. And
yeah,
like the
that's
thing
what I
about it.
was thinking about that,
So
like,
that's why there's no Eeyore in this
oof,
movie. And
it's getting eaten.
then they start going after other people. It gave me very strong feelings of I don't know if you ever saw the Banana Splits movie that came out.
I did not.
So this treatment has already been done. So you had the Banana Splits, which was a beloved show back in the day. I guess it got permission or it hit public domain or something, but yeah, they turned them into animatronics Five Nights at Freddy's style killing people. And
Oh,
yeah, so amazing movie. It's total crap, but it's great. And I would expect nothing less from this Winnie the
so
Pooh movie.
yeah, I don't know if you see the image or not. I put it in this general chat. Basically, it's Pooh and Piglet um, coming up to a lady in a pool relaxing. I don't know.
Let me see if I
I,
can get to the chat. You
oh,
always throw it in a different chat that
I
I can't
do.
get to
It's in the movies one. Yes.
in the movies
Um,
chat.
yeah,
There it is. Okay, yeah, let me open it. Let me open it and I'll bigify it.
bigify it. I'm excited about this. It just looks. I don't know. Pooh's a big boy.
Who is a big boy? Yeah, I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, there he is.
Terrifying.
And Piglet.
Yeah,
So
Piglet looks scary as well.
yeah, so and those look fake. So she's got her own flotation device going on. But yeah, yeah, no, I think it'll be cool. Thanks for bringing that up, dude. I've been forgetting to talk about that kind of stuff, man. That's just because it's just
I
one of those things that I don't think
I
about because
shouldn't be
I'm
this
still like
excited.
yeah, I shouldn't be that excited, but it's also like I feel like it's something that's not being made. Like it was just a joke.
It doesn't seem real.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ugh.
On the other side of
Um,
that, what about some like do we have any like feel good stuff? Not really feel good, but like it's not killing people.
not killing people. Okay.
I mean, I'm all up for talking about killing people in movies and
Well,
stuff. That's great.
yeah. I guess we can talk about some games, maybe.
Yeah, what we got?
Well, tomorrow we got a PlayStation event, the State of Play, which
Cool.
is kind of like the Nintendo Direct, you know.
Yeah.
But this is it's about 30 minutes of trailers and announcements and updates on things. Um, so if you're listening to this tomorrow or today, it'll be on Thursday, June 2nd. So if you missed it, good luck. Um, you can catch the highlights and all that things.
I
3
usually end up
p.m.
catching the highlights
Pacific.
when it comes to those kind of things.
Yeah, so it's a little bit later. I feel like they have it at 1 p.m. Pacific time normally because normally it's playing usually like right when I get home from work.
Okay, okay.
Um, so but I might be wrong.
I gotcha.
Um, yeah, I might be wrong, but anyways. So yeah, 3 p.m. Pacific time.
That's cool, dude. I
Um,
mean, if I can get one piece of info about when freaking God of War Ragnarok comes out, I'll be happy.
oh, I'm sure we'll
Just give me
definitely
the
get
date.
information.
Give me the
Yeah.
date. I am speaking of which, God of War episode 1 of our playthrough is probably gonna happen. I think I'll have something ready next Thursday, I think. I think that'll
Cool, cool,
be
cool.
Thursday videos going out until we reach Ragnarok, basically, until we get there.
Yes.
So
Except
breaking
for when they
news.
announce it tomorrow, when they say tomorrow the state of play Ragnarok will be released this weekend.
Yeah, then then
You
I'm
guys are gonna get a
selling
lot of videos.
everything to get to that. Because I gotta get a PS4 again. I gotta get the game because I ain't gonna get no 5, not until, you know,
Oh yeah.
they come out in droves.
Um, Also, speaking of God of War,
Mm.
the PlayStation Plus games for June have been announced. So it's like the free monthly games.
Yes, yes.
One of them is actually God of War.
Oh, okay. Cool,
So I
cool,
will
cool.
get to play it. I will get to play it for the first time.
You gonna be lost.
Probably, but that's why I have you.
I could be there. I will
God of
hold your hand.
War, uh, Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker, and Nickelodeon All Star Brawl are
Well,
this month's
s w
games.
some of those things are not like the others.
Um, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl, basically
It's
Smash Brothers.
it's basically Smash and PlayStation All Stars, but with Nickelodeon characters. Yeah.
Speaking of Smash, what is it, Warner Brothers one?
Okay.
Multiverse? Have you heard of that game?
Oh yes, yeah, where you've got like Hanna-Barbera, Batman, and all those.
Multiverses. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Wow. The animation on that game, it is out of this world.
Really?
Yes. Like you could tell that they put a lot of love into this game. Like
But
the
why?
Batman, like it's just you just have to like look at some of the animation and it captures the characters. Like you have like Tom and Jerry as a character. When you're running left or when you're running right, it's them chasing each other. And like
Really?
when yeah, like he's trying to hit I don't Tom is which one is Jerry? The cat?
Tom is the cat, Jerry is the mouse.
Tom is the cat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tom is trying to hit Jerry, but for like a basic attack, but Jerry dodges it every single time. So, but the attack still goes through. So it's like you're accidentally hitting your opponent,
Hmm.
So but it's not like Tom is trying to hit the opponent, which is really cool.
Okay.
It's just so fluid and whatnot.
And of course we get
Bat
super Shaggy that everybody in the
super
meme world goes to.
Shaggy goes Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Yeah, which I
Um,
don't understand that, but whatever. That's not for me to
it's
understand.
good. This game looks really cool though. I think it's free. It's a free to play game.
Really? Okay.
I
And they have people
think.
from Steven Universe, which is the stupidest show I've ever seen. Adventure Time I love though. Um,
What's Steven? Oh, I see Steven. Okay, yeah.
yeah, Steven Universe. I
Um,
don't yeah, I hate that show. Um, just
Finn, Jake.
yeah. So yeah,
Um,
okay. I see the art style was they kind of made it to where they all look, I guess, the same. I guess across the map, um, with
mhm.
the whole cartoony style of things.
But
It's just
actual gameplay
yeah,
looks amazing too.
okay,
All those like Tasmanian Devil, the Iron Giants in here.
awesome.
Um, yes, Superman, Wonder Woman. The whole crew.
Okay,
Harley Quinn, of course, makes a perfect team with Tasmanian Devil.
right, right.
You know that it's just something that makes sense.
The whole time I watched this trailer though is like who is the girl in the blue with the sword and the blue cape and all that other kind of stuff like that. Like I have no idea who that person is.
Arya Stark.
Really? That's who that's supposed to
Yes,
be?
yes.
You're pulling my chain.
No, really. Uh, how do you pronounce it? Arya?
Arya, yeah.
Arya? Arya?
Arya,
Yeah.
Arya. You're crapping me.
No,
No.
really. Game of Thrones. Okay, yeah.
All right.
I
I mean, all right,
I
I
don't know.
guess.
I don't know. I don't know. But because Game of Thrones is licensed by HBO/Warner Media.
Right.
So it's kind of like Mortal Kombat getting
Well, technically, they could bring in Mortal
I mean,
Kombat characters
technically, like,
because
yeah.
NetherRealm is Warner Brothers, so it's all there. It's all there. So yeah, you can have
So I
Scorpion
can't wait.
fighting S- S- S-
Yeah,
Velma.
I can't wait for Mortal Kombat 12 to come out
Oh, right.
with guest characters Winnie the Pooh. Could you imagine?
I would main it. I would
I
main it,
would
dude.
love it so much because you got all these horror characters. Anyways, you got Jason, Leatherface. Just add Winnie
Yeah,
the Pooh. You know what? NetherRealm Studios just needs to make what was that? Terror Drone,
Terrordrome.
Terror
Yeah,
Dome. They just
Terrordrome.
need to
Yep.
make that game. I mean, they have all the characters.
Yeah, pretty much. And they are a good pedigree in fighting games. So yeah, they need to
Yeah,
do it, but they're just not doing it. Um, but it would be
maybe they're
awesome.
working on it. But
Oh, the nearest thing for the future, that I'm going to be trying out tomorrow is going to be this bad boy here, Diablo Immortal.
yes.
It releases. It's already out on phones. So if you got phones, where I'm living
Who
right
doesn't
now,
have a phone?
the gentleman here that, my roommate here, um, he's already level 20. So, I mean, he's already been playing on the game. So he's already been going. Um,
Oh, wow.
so tomorrow it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on PC. I don't really do mobile gaming. Um, but hey, I'm gonna try it out. I like all the Diablo games, and now that this has actually been worked to play on PC, I'm very much so interested in it.
Hmm.
Before when it was just released as going to be just as a phone game, and everybody and their grandma basically told them to shove it, um, to their faces. Yeah, it seems like they did a very good job in backstepping, but I hear there's like some bad coming with that, right? There's some bad news that's did with that.
At its core, it is a mobile game at its core, so you're gonna have microtransactions and all of that stuff. But hopefully, it's all cosmetic and nothing pay to win, which I think they learned their lesson with Diablo 3.
With pay to win, but yeah, it took a little time though, right?
It took some time, but hopefully they learn their lesson where they don't have to learn their lesson again.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson,
How
old
many
man?
So from what I'm looking at, there's, 5 classes: Barbarian,
You're standard.
um, Crusader, which is, like, basically the Paladin, um,
Okay,
and it looks like you can do male or female for each class. That's what it looks like.
okay,
There's a wizard, that's so wizard, a monk, a necromancer, and demon hunter.
okay.
So, yeah. I guess lore-wise, it takes place between Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, and Diablo 3.
Correct. It's the story that's bridging the gap between those 2 games. Because standalone, it was vastly different, with what
Yes.
was going on with everything. So
So
the
you'll
yeah, this
you'll
is
probably see, like, at the end of Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, um, the World Stone gets tainted, and basically it's saying that there's nothing that can be done, and the world is gonna be destroyed.
and
That's
then boom, Diablo 3 happens.
and then Diablo 3, and it's already, like, at that end stage. So this will take place in between all of that.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll be rad.
I love
So,
it. I'm really excited for it.
it'll hold us over also till 4, I think. Well, if it doesn't hold us over until 4, we still have the remastered, the number 2, Diablo 2
Oh,
remastered,
yeah.
which I
Absolutely.
know you go ham on a lot.
I
So,
I go I do throw a pretty mean ham steak in that game. Um,
I am stake it up.
Diablo, man, what so I recently so I have a lot of books. I have a bookshelf full of it, but
I got you, I got you.
I don't really have the time to read them all
Mhm.
because, like, work, and then when I get home, I'm just doing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have what's the word? I don't like to just sit down and read.
The discipline to just sit down and read.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do listen to audiobooks quite a bit.
Which brings us to our sponsor, audio no, no, we don't
It's
have
not
yeah,
yet.
we don't have
Yeah.
that.
But I just picked up Legacy of Blood. Well, I guess with my free credit of the month on Audible. Audible, if you're
Is that
listening,
Audible? Yo, we do your stuff.
come
Um,
on.
that is the
Hey,
one, that's the, Diablo book, Legacy
yes,
of
it's a Diablo
Blood.
book.
Trying to think of okay, this one right here. So fun story, about
So
Diablo Legacy of Blood. Um, I actually pull up a picture of it here. See, let's see. Open image, open image, open image. There we go. And it'll be tiny.
the
Um,
tiny.
which also in Russian, I guess. I didn't see that part. Um,
Suka Bria.
I did a
Legacy
book
of Bria.
report. I did a book report in school about this on this book.
Really?
Yes, I did. Yes, they were like, you have to do a book report, you gotta stand up in front of the class, you gotta present it, and any book you want. I was like, "Any book?" And they're like, "Any book." And I got this book, and I did a school report on it. Uh,
Nice.
Awesome, especially whenever you didn't know, Diablo, because I didn't really know Diablo at the time. I knew the first one, played kind of the first one, and like I said time and time and time again on this show, I only ever get to the butcher. It doesn't matter which thing is, it's always the butcher, and then everybody leaves me, and then we don't play it ever again. So 3 is the only one that we've gotten past. So
Mm.
3 I've gotten into to the expansion and stuff like that with some people, but that's about it. So you're reading this one right now, or you're listening to this one.
I'm listening to it. I own the book also physically. Like, I have this book, I also have the Sin War trilogy.
Okay.
Um, they're all written by Richard Knack. I'm liking it. I just started listening, I'm about 3 chapters in.
Mhm.
Um, it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I guess I can give a better review on it once I'm finished with it. It should only
Mhm.
take me a couple more days. Um,
Yeah, so I mean, these were awesome. These kind of books are awesome. I mean, I've got over here underneath my TV, I've got some Warhammer like 40K
oh, okay.
books underneath there. I've also have got a bunch of Magic the Gathering books also back here.
Ooh,
Because those books were awesome on my tablet because I do a lot more reading on my tablet than I do the physical ones. I don't know why. I actually like physical more so.
I
Just
do too.
the tablet is easier, I guess, because I don't have to look to find one. I don't have to go to an actual store to look for it and then not have it, have to order it, but I want it now that because I'm an American, I want it now. I don't want to
Give me
wait.
no.
Right. I've got some of the Magic Gathering books on there too, and here lately, whenever we get done, like if we're hanging out or we're doing the show and stuff like that, usually I'll get ready for bed and I open up the tablet and I read about a couple of chapters of some different books right now. So yeah, I mean, sometimes they're better than video games. I know that's a harsh thing to say, but I mean,
It's
reading's
true.
awesome. I mean, it just is.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter how you get it done. I mean, audiobooks are freaking amazing too, especially when they've got the good voice acting going along with it.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like, the first I recently just got into audiobooks. The first one that I listened to, it was actually like a young teenager, young adult book,
Okay. Cool.
House of the Scorpion. I
Oh, I've
read it
heard
when
of
I
that.
was, like, in middle school.
Yeah.
Man, it's but something has just keep bringing me back to it, and I haven't read it in fif uh, 15, 16 years, something like that, but
That long, yeah.
it's a book that constantly re-enters my memory. I'm like, "There's something about this book that like, I remember the plot line and everything that happened, but it just I needed to read it again, and, um, I got library card and I checked out the book and I did it like hybrid. So I was reading a couple chapters because it was like a young adult book, it was much faster. It went by much quicker.
Oh, okay,
Um
yeah.
and then like a couple chapters physically reading and then another couple chapters on audiobook. So it was really cool. I was able to jump back and forth.
Gotcha.
Um
What was that one
and
called?
great House of the Scorpion. So it
House
takes
of the
place
Scorpion.
kind of in Mexico area in the future, and where clones are a thing, but the clones are mostly used for harvesting body parts.
Ooh, okay,
Um,
okay.
yes, so it also kind of goes. Some of like the topics are like finding out who you are, um, the ethics behind cloning and raising them as
Like
livestock, essentially.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Awesome book, and there's a sequel.
This looks like this won
something.
a lot of awards too. At least 3 of these awards are
Yeah, man,
for this. So
freaking awesome.
I'll
Really
tell you
cool.
what though, you got me intrigued about it. Honestly, you do.
Yeah, just check out a synopsis or something. It's really cool. Um,
Where we go like, yeah, we're talking entertainment, talking entertainment, then we're like, let's talk about
books.
books here for a second. Let's talk
Learn
about this
learn
stuff
you some
here.
ethics.
I am going through these books right here, actually right now. Um, it's my namesake, uh, of course, called Timothy. They're by a writer named Mark Tufo or Tufo. Um, it's basically so he has this book series. It's called like the Zombie Fallout book series, and it follows a certain character. They go through it and stuff like that. And so he also writes all these other little bitty side books too. And this is one of them. There's like three of these, and this one is about a guy who's just a he's just a shitty person, honestly. But he's also like a really big guy. But he also moonlights as a clown for children's parties, and a child bites him, and of course the zombie virus gets into him. But for some reason, he was able to kind of block himself off, like mentally in his head. Like a part of him was able to block off a section, so the zombie virus didn't take over fully. And so
Hmm.
then he can see everything that's happening, and he starts talking to the zombie virus, and the zombie virus is all like, "I gotta feed, we gotta feed," and he's just all like, "We're gonna get yourself killed. Let me take over, and I'll help you eat." So he's hunting with the zombie, basically as a zombie and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Like this guy, he writes very gory, very upsetting some people, but he also has a book that takes place in the zombie Fallout universe that's told through the eyes of a bulldog. Um, so it's all animals that are surviving also during the zombie apocalypse that they have going on. I mean, it's great. I mean, I've been reading, but the thing about it is like your House of Scorpion. I've read this book already, but I was sitting there and I had my tablet out and I was able to modify it so it wasn't just an Amazon tablet. I can go to the Google Play Store, and so I got like my
Mm.
Kindle stuff back because I used to have a Barnes and Noble um Nook, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I opened it up and I saw those were still on my account and I could still download them, and I was like, man, that's right, I had those. And then it started eating at me, eating at me, eating at me. It's like, you got to reread it. You got to reread it. I said, okay.
There you go.
So I did it. Kind of a weird little side pivot we went on with the book.
Man, you know what? This is our podcast, all right?
That's true. We don't really have a format really. It's
We
just
talk about what we
entertainment
like.
stuff. Yeah, we talk about entertainment stuff because we're in that, but at the same time, I mean, we really haven't since our first episode of the show when we talked about the games that made us or that we grew up with. Which we need to do another one of those kind of things like
Yes,
movies
absolutely.
and music and things like that. Um, we haven't really talked about us since the first episode. If you
Right.
think
We
about
need
it,
a yeah.
yeah. So,
But kind of this format that we're doing, which I
mhm,
like, but
mhm.
it's kind of how we just talk to each other anyways.
It is, yeah. We'll just be sitting
We're
here
like, yeah. But except
playing the
now,
games and
like,
being all like, "Oh
instead of
shit, you hear about this?"
but instead of now during the week, it's like, all right, we can't talk about this
Don't
until
talk to
Wednesday.
me. Don't talk to me till Wednesday.
So,
Send
yeah.
me your
But
memes, but don't talk to me
but
till
yeah. I was like when Doctor Strange 2 came out, like we were waiting to talk about it, but it was like 4 or 5 days
Yep,
where I
couldn't
just
do it.
yep.
Couldn't do it.
I was just dipping my toes in the water and just saying, maybe I could get up to talk about it a little bit.
You tried. Did not
I
work.
tried.
You did not work,
But
but well, that'll be it for us here at Photo
that is
Ruckus.
it. That's the hour.
Yeah, really appreciate everybody who stopped by, who's in the chat and everything like that. Not a talkative bunch, but that's okay. You can always feel free to jump in and say whatever you want to say to us in the chat. But I do really do appreciate everybody that's in it. And people who watch this live on YouTube and who come back later and because this episode goes up and then the audio format goes up. I'm about a week behind on the audio right now. Um, that's just because I have to do it. We all do everything ourselves here, people. We don't have anybody to help us out, so it takes a little bit.
We ain't got no team.
Right. So, but
Well, we
I
are the
do
team.
appreciate. Yeah, we do appreciate it, and it is big time. Really appreciative to see some people in there. So if you'd like to hit the button to like, subscribe to it. Right now, as show's going, I believe next week is our finale for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time.
MNTTIT.
Yep, the good old tits.
Oh,
We got the we got the final of tits next week. And I do believe our first God of War will go up on Thursdays, and then rotating from Turtles in Time on Tuesday is going to be our boy Leon playing Silent Hill 2. So as
yeah.
soon as we get those files together, he's going to Tuesdays are going to be Silent Hill 2. So
Yeah, Silent Tuesdays.
Silent
Is it
Tuesdays.
Silent Tuesdays?
We'll call it Silent Tuesdays. That's fine. And then we'll
Oh,
have
oh.
throat punching Thursdays with God of War, I guess. And then Wednesdays will be for the
Yes.
boys, not the weekends. But
Wednesdays are for the boys.
so,
Absolutely.
but thanks a whole lot, everybody, for tuning in with us. Please join us next week, 9 o'clock. That's our times now, and
That is our time. Let
we
us know
love you.
what you like, what you don't like.
Hmm.
What do you guys want to hear? You know,
Feel free to
W-
comment
give
on
us
it
a
and
give us
everything
a
like that.
topic and we can talk an hour on it. We could talk an hour on books right now.
Oh yeah, we could.
We could have gotten that. We could have went down a deep rabbit
Oh, dude,
hole.
I could go back in time and be like, "Bro, you ever read those Pierce Anthony Xanth books, bro? Did you ever read like like all these other ones, man?" I could have just gone down a list, dude. I could have been like, "Hang on a sec, bro. Terry Goodkind, bro. You read Terry Goodkind? Like, I have these, man. Like,
Damn it! I
we
got.
could do it,
I don't think I have any of his books here.
but we could do it. That's just the thing. So, but we're not. We're not. Maybe.
Oh look, my room is no longer on fire.
That's what you. There it is.
There we go. There we go. There we
Behind the
go.
scenes. Behind the scenes.
Behind the
So.
scenes. All
Well,
right.
once again, thank y'all. We'll actually sign off this time. So join us next time, next week, same front row ruckus time and channel right here on YouTube and Twitch. So thanks a whole lot, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.